guys, welcome back to the kingdom. I hope you guys have had positive and productive weeks this week. So this week I thought I would share with you guys more of a vlog style video. I've got a lot of things that I want to do this weekend. Chief amongst them is writing. I got my manuscript back from my editor and there are some pretty big changes that I want to make to the plot. Changes that absolutely need to happen, but they will take a lot of time, and I have arranged to send it back, I think either at the end of this month or the end of next month, and I really need to get cracking with those edits so that I can send it back. I also need to start making space for my birthday book haul, as I already know of at least 5-6 books that are coming my way, so I'll probably do some reading. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a sort of a vlog about kind of what I'm getting up to. So it'll include art and writing and cats. So let's get started. Okay, I have my tea and I have my candle, so time to get to edits. Okay, so I am struggling with this chapter, but I think that perhaps I should get some breakfast because it's like 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go make some toast. Alright, so fresh cup of tea. I have finished my Marmite on toast, so back to it. So it's time for some lunch. Let's see what I can find. These look good. Okay, now that I'm sorted, it's time to feed the cat. He just wolfs it down, like, oh. Okay, it is 5 o'clock and I have spent 5 hours today, maybe 6, writing, so I'm gonna get a glass of wine, play with my cat, maybe play some piano, and then get back to it because I'm so in the zone. I feel really good about the work that I've done today. Like, I've written a lot of really good stuff that I can go back and, you know, make tweaks to, you know, enhance the atmosphere and other bits that, you know, perhaps when I'm writing a first draft, I'm weaker at. There were so many things that I wanted to change in the book because I didn't like how it ended. So I've changed the ending, which means that I've also got to change the middle because otherwise, you know, the ending wouldn't be as satisfying. Thankfully, the beginning bit, you know, certain elements of it can stay the same, but I still have to go through and make sure that all of the threads and the red herrings and stuff are in there. So it's quite a big undertaking to rewrite this book. But I think, honestly, like, it'll be so much better for it and for the work that I'm putting in. And my editor, his name is Fred, he is fantastic because he's like me. And it's like, you know, if there's a problem, we just kind of say it. So he's not one of those editors that will very slyly say, like, have you thought about changing this? He'll just be like, this doesn't work for this reason. And he and I are just both very blunt people like that. So, you know, obviously sometimes there are times when that style doesn't work. Like if you're having a particularly rough day or you're in like an emotional place, you just have to be like, I can't do that kind of conversation today, but normally that works really well for the two of us, so that works. You want to say hello to the camera? You want to say hello to the camera? Look at this. Oh yes, oh yes, it's almost dinner time, isn't it? He has been asleep in the same spot all day. So we're gonna have to do some playing to get him active. No matter how many toys we've bought him, his favourite toy is the string that we got off of a box of cupcakes we got a week ago. Maybe because it's curly and long, but he absolutely is obsessed with it. Forget like the fly fisher or any of his other toys. If we drag this like curly paper ribbon across the floor, he goes mad for it. So we have to make sure that he stays active and we keep him active because he's got to be an indoor cat. It's not because he's only got 3 legs, it's actually because he's got FIV, which isn't like human HIV. FIV is actually a virus, and what it does is on its own it doesn't really hurt the cats, except that it completely tanks their immune system. Essentially, the cat doesn't have an immune system, which means you've got to keep him inside to make sure that he doesn't get sick. But obviously indoor cats, you know, they don't hunt in the same way. They don't have the same kind of exercise and interaction with other cats, and he shouldn't really be interacting with other cats because obviously they could be carrying diseases and he wouldn't have the ability to fight those diseases off. So we have to make sure that he stays active. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes. Who could say no to that little fish? Okay, so now that piano practice is done, let's see if the cat wants to play. During my piano session, he moved from the sofa into a box that we didn't tidy up from an Amazon delivery. He doesn't quite fit. Bud, you don't really fit in there, do you? Do you want to play? Oh, buddy. Well, I guess you kind of fit, but not really. Should we play a game? This, good boy, you did your play. Oh no, where's that gone? Give you a treat. There you go, good boy. Good boy. Oh, now you come out of your box. You won't for the entire time that we play together, but you'll come out now. Oh, are you looking for more? No, there's no more food. Hi guys, so it is actually a few days later than when I turned off my vlog, and that is because I got sick and I had a flare up of my chronic pain condition, and essentially I worked and ate and slept for about a week solid. But now I'm back and I'm doing writing things, I'm doing some painting things, so I've got a commission that I'll be spraying up today. I'm also getting back to my manuscript to do some more writing. I'll be playing with my darling little cat who is currently staring at me because it is breakfast time. And yeah, so if you like writing and book painting and cats, then continue to watch. Good morning, Mr. Billy. How are you doing today? Oh yes, should we get you some food? So yesterday I got a sale on my Etsy store to paint up a copy of A Court of Mist and Fury in the design I did with the sprayed edge. So I was going online, went to my usual retailer, and they were completely sold out of the hardback editions of A Court of Mist and Fury. I looked everywhere, Amazon, eBay, Book Depository, everywhere, and I just could not find a hardback version of A Court of Mist and Fury that wasn't like £100, which is a ridiculous price for a book. Thankfully, I do have a copy that I used in my electronic Court of Mist and Fury project that I can give my client, but it's so strange. I've obviously had to remove the listing from my Etsy store if there are no copies out there for me to paint. But I don't know, like, has anybody else, does this normally happen with hardback books? Like, do they just normally, you can't find any anymore? So thankfully it's worked out all right for me this time, but I now have to go through all of my listings to make sure that I can still get the hardback book, so that if I'm offering a service to people, if I'm offering to paint up a book for people, I can actually get the book. So I'll be doing that today as well. If you're interested in having me paint a book for you, do check out my Etsy store, and if you want me to paint up a book that isn't listed, I can do custom work. I do custom work for people all of the time, so just send me a message and we can get it done. Okay, so here's the book I just sprayed up. Now, I need to leave that to dry for 24 hours to make sure that the book is all sealed and that paint won't sink into the paperboard and it won't start like chipping or coming away when I start applying the stencils. So that's why I spray my books up. As you can see, the other books have got drying at the moment. Escaping from Houdini. This is a book where I'm trying to recreate the Starless Sea, like the Waterstone special edition, because it's beautiful, and I needed to change up the entire colour of the book board underneath, so that requires a couple of layers of paint that I had to mix up, and then again going in with a cover to make sure that everything is sealed, so when I go in and apply another stencil, again the paint doesn't chip and I don't have to like fight to recreate that colour. Finished. All of the prep work is A Song of Wraith and Ruin, because I'm going to do a fantastic sprayed edge on this. I'm not sure if I want to mess with the green. If I do, it'll just be some patterns, probably dot-based patterns to sort of match the spine. But the sprayed edge, oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I've sprayed up the book, made myself a cup of tea. So I think now I'm actually going to get on with some writing because there is just so much to do. And I can always cut stencils and weed them later if I get tired, because it's not a particularly mentally intensive activity, I guess you could call it, because I have already designed all the designs, they just need to be cut and weeded. Guys, so it is day 3 now of me doing some vlogging. I have a commission for a client that I'm going to paint up today. So I've cut the stencil, now I just need to weed it and then apply it to the book, do all the painting, leave it for 24 hours, spray it, leave that for 24 hours, then it can go in the post and be shipped off. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. Maybe I'll do a bit of writing as well, but let's go on with it. Hi guys, so I was going to do some art today, but it turns out that my stencil machine has broken. So it's not cutting properly. In that last clip you'll have seen me, or maybe you won't have, I was trying to weed some stencils and they were just falling apart, and I cut loads, tried loads of different settings and materials. It's just not working. So my machine is not doing so great. So I won't be doing any art today, which is very frustrating because I have a fantastic client who's been so sweet. She ordered a copy of A Court of Mist and Fury. And my first problem was, you know, the day I got the order, I went to order the book online and I couldn't find a hardback version of the book anywhere. And now this. So, oh dear. Thankfully, I found some lovely people on Etsy who are hopefully going to cut some stencils for me, and hopefully they'll come pre-weeded as well, because weeding is one of the things I hate doing with my stencils. It's so time consuming. But we'll see. So yeah, not going to be doing any art today. So now I'm just going to play with my cat and then probably get on with some writing. But you've seen so much writing already in this vlog that I'm not going to record it. And hopefully when I next actually get to do some painting, I can film that as well. Mr. Billy. Oh yes, nice big yawn. Hi guys, so it is a new day. Sorry about the wet hair, but I've only just got out of the shower. Anyway, new day, and I think I have fixed my cutting machine so I can use stencils again. So today I'm going to finish painting Romanov with a red and gold design, and I'm also going to paint a commission piece that I have going at the moment. I've actually experienced a lot more commissions since putting my book makeovers and sprayed edge on Etsy for people to buy, because they can buy the book that's all painted up, which has been really lovely to see an uptake in people wanting me to paint books for them. So yeah, we'll just kind of make a cup of tea and get on with it. Okay guys, so I am now set up in my space. I am going to do a few different things today for my Etsy shop. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the new part that I bought for my cutting machine, which is a silhouette, and cut out a few stencils. This is for a couple of book commissions, as I said, that I've had, and I still use my own stencils when I do them because I find it's the easiest, quickest way to make sure I get some really good lines on the final product. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be painting up a copy of A Court of Mist and Fury. I do have an old copy that my client graciously said, yeah, no, it's fine, paint that up. So I was able to paint that up for her. I've actually had another copy of that ordered, and the client is providing their own copy. Anyway, so I'm going to set up the silhouette machine to do some cutting, and then I'm going to get to painting. So I have just finished this starry and wing sprayed edge, which has come out so well. I'm so pleased. The longer I do this, the better I am, which is nice. So there's so little cleanup with this one involved, which is really nice. And the client who ordered this has been very patient with me, bless her. So I added some glitter and some extra shimmer to the stars. Obviously, when you put glitter on a sprayed edge, it doesn't last forever. You know, the more often that you thumb the pages, the more often the glitter falls off. But it's just a nice little extra touch, and it doesn't leave any marks behind. So now I'm going to do the cover, but I might start with a cup of tea first. Okay, so this is the result. We've got nice glittery wings, night wings, and the sprayed edge. Oh, so the only thing left to do now is to go and give it a spray to protect it, and leave it for 48 hours, wrap it up and ship it. Hi guys, so this is where I'm going to end today's video. Just made some lamb and mint burgers. It's April, so all of the barbecue food is in the supermarket at the moment. We're having an amazing start to spring here in England, unseasonably warm, and I'm so looking forward to when we can get the landscaper in and sort out our garden, because at the moment it's a pile of mud. But yes, so I've got a lot into the vlog, writing, some art, and I'm sorry that I haven't had a few videos on my channel in a while. I've been quite unwell. I've had a diagnosis that I've been dealing with, and some other things that I don't want to go into right now. But soon I will be showing you what I've done to Romanov. If you're on my Instagram, you will have already seen a sneak peek. And I'll be showing you guys some more generic designs that I'll be putting into my Etsy store. They're generic because I think they can go on any book, but a lot of my designs can. But they're generic in that I think they're simple and they're easy and they are quite fun and easy to put on any book. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!